Hi everyone, welcome to Own Your Own Life. I'm so excited to be running another one of these again this evening, regular event with our team, Fresh Vibes Tribe. And tonight we're going to run through things a little bit differently. We're going to start off with Donna, and Donna's going to do a little bit of a product rundown to start us off. All right, take us away, Donna.
Hi everybody, thanks for having me. So the products that we have are really basic and quite simple. We don't have a huge catalogue full of products. We just have the four basic ones that we roll with. So I just want to start with our premium pack, which is our favorite. So you've got all your colors there, your red, green and your purple, which are of course your fruits, your berries and your vegetables. So the reason why we love boosting our bodies with these amazing products, with these fruits and veggies, is the fact that I know you can appreciate that everyone's opinion is to eat more fruits and veggies. So why would we turn to a supplement? The reason is mainly that we all know that, you know, the fruits and veggies in the supermarkets today, they're picked early, they're stored, shipped, frozen, packaged. They don't have the nutrient content that we really needed to feel that healthy energy boost that we would normally get from eating a super crunchy apple and the like. So what we've got here is we've got a mixture of fruits and vegetables that are vine ripened right up until the end. They're picked at their ultimate nutrient content, and they're processed on site on the farms. So they're pureed and freeze dried down to 1 degree so that they hold their nutrients. They're dried into a powdered form and placed into a capsule for really convenient and easy consumptions. So I'll throw these up for you, roughly what we've got in them. And I mean, a lot of these are stuff that some of the things I would normally buy from the supermarket, but there's a lot of different things that I wouldn't normally buy. When you start getting to the fruits, I am not really much of an orange fan. I don't eat a lot of cranberries. You've got things when you get to the berries. I can't actually stomach raspberries, but there's raspberries in this bad boy, which means I'm getting those amazing nutrients. You know, and I'm not having any dramas at all with those. So those are our premiums. They're our favorite, and our main go-to. Our new one on the market, it's only just been released recently, is our Omegas, and these guys are fantastic. So what we've done is we've completely, it's all plant-based. So the company's gone to strategic testing to set up an algae farm, and then they've added in things like your pomegranate seed and your tomato seed oil as well. So it's all your amazing fatty omegas that you want within your diet, which is great for, you know, your heart and your brain health. It's great for your joints. And since taking these, I've only been on these for I think about 2 months now, and I'm not having that brain fog, which was really great in the morning. You get up and get the kids moving. The other thing I want to mention, when you ordering either the fruit and veg or our premium, you also get the opportunity to enter into our child study, which means if you've got kids aged between 4 and 18, you also get a copy of the fruit and veg in a soft chew base. Now they're like a gummy, so really great for the kids, and they come with the exact same ingredients that the fruit and veg come in the capsule form for us adults, which is superb. So can you imagine you order yours and you get these ones free for kids for up to 4 months, you know, in each serve. And the same thing again. I mean, I've got kids and they're eating things like papaya and cherries and peaches, pineapple, and then, you know, some of the ones in the, I'm not going to name them all, but broccoli and beetroot, tomato and cabbage and kale. Can you imagine your kids eating this stuff? Absolutely brilliant, and is my secret weapon that I love sharing with other mums. Now, the last thing I just want to finish up with is our complete shakes. Now these ones, so those ones were your micronutrients, so they get your body up and running. But these guys here, they're your premium fuel in your car. So these complete shakes, they're your plant-based protein, and these guys are your fuel. So they're going to fuel your body. They are your brain food. They are great for if you struggle with breakfast on the go. If you're rushing around, if you're worried about having meals during the day, it's a healthy, very smart snack that will keep you going. And I mean, these shakes are so versatile. We've got some great recipes there for smoothies. But I also use these in pancakes and protein balls. I have a 5-year-old who is growing faster than I can keep up with. So to make sure that he's getting good nutrition in his body for him growing, these are my go-to and absolutely fabulous. That's all I have for the products. Thanks, Anita.
Fantastic. That's great, Donna. Yeah, and it's really fantastic that it's such a small product range because it keeps it simple, doesn't it? It's really, really great. I'm going to pass over to Michael now. Michael's going to share a product story with us. So if you want to unmute yourself, Mike, and share your story.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Michael.
I found Juice Plus about 4 years ago when I was really unfit and really unhealthy. I was almost 40 at the time and decided it was time for a change in my health. At first I thought, oh yeah, it's just going to be another one of these multivitamin supplements that you see going around, and thought, oh yeah, if I take it, it might actually do something, but didn't really think anything about it. Probably about a month in, I actually thought, well, they're not really doing anything for me. I don't feel any different than what I was. But Tammy, my other half, actually turned around and said to me, no, you keep taking that because you actually are doing a lot better. You actually go to the pantry and get out fruit and stuff like that instead of going for a packet of chips now. You sleep a lot better and you don't snore as much. So that was a win-win for both of us, I think. But yeah, I've been on the product now for over 4 years. Absolutely love it. We got our grandson onto it for the simple fact is if the nutrition that we could get out of Juice Plus could help us, then it could definitely help him. But it was quite interesting when we first started because it was he suffers from ADD, so he's a little funny, but around us, and he gets his JP regularly, and he's getting that nutrition. He's very calm, very easy to deal with. There's no scattering as such. It's all concentrated, and he does so much better when he's around us because we've got the JP with us. But for me personally, if I really kept going the way that I was, and I wasn't really introduced to something like JP, because I'm a meat and three veg guy for 38 plus years, so it really wasn't doing me any wonders. But from taking Juice Plus, just in that itself, not only was I getting the nutritional value I needed, but it opened up new tastes for me as such because I want to try more. Whereas before I would just turn my nose up at anything that I didn't really know what it was and not touch it with a 10-foot barge pole. But that's all changed thanks to Tammy as well because, give Tammy a recipe book and she'll absolutely cook everything out of it and just put it in front of you and tell you to eat it. So you don't really have a choice, but it's always good to try new things. But yeah, I without Juice Plus, I reckon that every time I go see the doc, he'd be telling me totally different things from what he's telling me now. Yeah, I am still slightly a little bit overweight. But everything else, I mean, is all tip-top. Reckons I've got a heart of a racehorse, could keep going till I'm 104 if I really want to. I just got to drop a few kilos. And I know Juice Plus and the Shred 10 that's coming up pretty soon next month. We'll be starting that and getting into it a lot more.
Brilliant. Thanks, Michael. That's such a great share and so good to hear that your grandson's thriving on them as well. What a brilliant thing. All right, I'm going to
just have to keep him out of his reach.
Pardon?
Have to keep him out of his reach because otherwise he'll eat the entire thing.
Yeah, I know that feeling. All righty. I'm going to push over now to Davina, who's going to share the program with us all. Take it away, Dav.
Hi, everybody. So I'll just introduce myself firstly. So my name's Davina. I'm a mum of 4, and I have been in the health and fitness industry for roughly 30 years, so please don't hold my age against me. But what it has actually helped me do is I've seen a lot of different health programs go through the system, and they do rounds. But one of the things that stayed consistent is that we actually need to be eating more whole foods. So this is where our program comes in, is that it gives us the opportunity to eat a lot more whole foods to flood our bodies. Now, you're probably asking, why do we need to do this? Well, the reason is because we've got so much toxicity in our environment and in the foods that we eat, and it builds up inside of our bodies, which triggers weight gain, inflammation, and it can actually imbalance your immune function. So with the Shred 10, what we try to do is give you a safe way to detoxify your body, and we use food. So I'm not going to ask you to drink any nasty, gunky potions or to starve yourself endlessly. We are going to ask you to eat and eat and eat. So what does it actually involve? I'm going to go through a couple of steps for you. The first step is that we will ask you to drink more water. So we're actually talking about 2 to 3 litres a day, but your body will actually help you work out how much you need to be drinking. One of the tips that I've got for people, because I come across a lot of people who don't like to drink water, is to set an alarm in your phone for every 30 minutes. And then go and have a glass of water. And it's just a reminder to keep doing it on a regular basis rather than trying to guzzle 1 litre in one hit, and your body's not going to appreciate it as much. The second thing I'm going to ask you to do is to remove or eliminate processed foods. So don't go buying any packet mixes from the supermarkets. I'm actually going to ask you to follow our really simple recipes that will actually help you prepare a lot of foods. Now, one thing I will say is that preparation is key. I'm not going to tell you that this program will be easy. It is easy for a lot of people and it is easy to follow, but if you're not keen on eating a lot of whole foods and natural foods, the first time will be a shock. So the biggest tip I can give you is to prepare. Have lots of chopped up fruits and vegetables available in your fridge. Have different dips and things that are available. Try to make them yourself, but if you can't, go and read the labels that you've got in your supermarkets. So sometimes there's some really good hummus dips that you can find and have those there ready to go. The next thing, and this is my favourite thing, is increase your exercise. So you might say, what is the best exercise for me? And I will tell you the one that you choose to do. So if that means merely going for a 30-minute walk, taking your kids from the car to school and back again, then do that. But just try to get some movement into your body most days. So we do the Shred 10 over a 10-day period. I think if you could actually set a target of getting 30 minutes minimum over that 10 days, that's a really good kickstart. And exercise will actually help raise the serotonin levels in your brain, which is a feel-good hormone. So you'll actually be feeling really good, and the foods that you'll be eating will be doing the rest of the work for you. Number 4, eliminate coffee. Now, please don't get freaked out. And alcohol. They are toxic. And as much as we may like them, they are okay occasionally, but our body does need a break from them. So for a 10-day period, we will ask you to shove them to the side and have a rest from them. Your body will thank you for it. It will feel a little bit tough the first couple of days, but I promise you, it becomes so much easier. You don't even realize that you're missing out on anything because you've got a lot of other options to be having. Sleep. Now, this is the one that I do still struggle with, but we try to get you to have 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Number 1, it boosts your metabolism. Now, if you're feeling hungry of a night time, go to bed earlier. Not only will you'll forget about being hungry, then you'll actually get more sleep in there as well. Now, the set a bedtime routine is one of my big tips here. You know how we get our kids and we give them a bath and we read them a book and then we tuck them into bed? Do something like that for yourself. Don't go and lay in bed and play on your phone or your tablet. Do something that's a nice, quiet bedtime routine, and that's another thing that's actually going to help you through this. Probably the hardest thing is the next tip. You need to stop eating by 6 p.m. This might be difficult, but once again, if we go back to my other tips, if you've actually prepared and planned, you will be able to do this. You can drink water and herbal teas and all sorts of stuff after that. Sparkling water is one of my favourites to have after that time. And once again, if you're feeling hungry, go to bed. Get more sleep and you'll be actually feeling a little bit better. Now, we only do it for a 10-day period, which is really achievable for most of us. And there's only one weekend in there. So with a little bit of planning, you'll be able to get over this. Now, supporting the Shred 10, we actually do use the Juice Plus products, and we like to use the Trio, and we have 2 shakes a day to help us. But we do have a couple of different options in there. But we want to flood your body with as much nutrition as possible. Now, what are you going to achieve over this 10-day period? What I have found is I've got less cravings for the naughty things. So I actually stop craving my caffeine and my glass of alcohol every night. So that does disappear, and I've replaced it with better habits. I get more energy as well, because once again, the body's flooded with so much extra nutrition, and it's yummy, delicious food. So don't be thinking you're going to be eating lettuce leaves and maybe a celery stick. It's actually really filling whole foods. Your mental clarity improves and increases as well, and water's another big thing that actually helps you with that. And once again, your sleep and your moods will improve. So do you think that you could give us 10 days of your time to do the Shred 10 with us? Yes or no? Yeah? Yeah. We are starting on Monday. So we normally do it the first Monday of every month. So we actually do have a group starting up on Monday, and we can add you to the support group. Now, what you do need to do is actually speak to the person who invited you along this evening, and they can go through the details and the extra particulars with you. We send you a handy workbook, a tracking sheet as well, and you've got surrounded by lots of different nutritionists that will actually help you through the program, and we'll see you on the other side of it. Thanks, Anita.
Thanks, Deb. That's great. And I love your tip about the sparkling water too. I've started that. I buy a massive pack of small bottles from Aldi, and they're great because it's a perfect size. You're not opening a big bottle and wasting it. And I find that the bubbly water actually fills my tummy up and it stops the hunger. So there you go. I love it.
Well done.
Yes, great tip. All right, Shen, I'm going to pass back to you, and you're going to share your business stuff with us tonight.
Thank you, beautiful. Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Shen. I'm born and bred Perth girl, a mummy of 2 boys. I would love to share with you tonight just a bit about the business in case anyone is interested in taking this outside of just the nutrition realms. A group of us love doing this as a community-based way to dream again, I guess. So what even is multi-level marketing? If you've heard of MLM before, it's creating an opportunity for everyday people like the people you've heard tonight to get away from the 40 to 50 hours behind the desk in traditional jobs, answering to bosses all the time, and getting away from stressful traditional businesses, which have a lot of risk, which so many of us have tried and failed in or are struggling in. So it's a system whereby we share a product or a service or both with people like your friends and family or acquaintances and new people you come across. And you do this to try and create a tribe of people who can all sort of be like-minded and share it with you. It's certainly not about knowing loads and loads of people. It's not about being popular. I'd love to show you a little example of how I came into the business, and you can see this. I'm just going to draw it up here, and to show you an example of how I didn't know lots of people and how I met someone in a total different country. So starting with a girl called Tara Shakti, I'm going to put her at the top. She's at the top of the paper there. I met her at the gym nearly 5 years ago. So I was simply her client. She was my PT. She took me on, so there's me next. She took me on as a PT client and a customer. She saw the holes in my nutrition and really saw how the products would benefit me and just one of my children at that point in time. I only had one little boy then. I then met a few years down the track. I saw the value in the business and jumped on board. And then I met Angela, a beautiful girl on this call with us tonight, at the gym. She became a good gym friend of mine, and she too saw the value in the business and the product, so she jumped on board. So there we go, there's Ange next in line. Ange then knew a lady called Hannah. She was a mum at karate. She also saw the value in the community and the products, and she jumped on board. She was next in line. And then Hannah knows a lady called Fofo. she's in Dubai. So you can see a little example there that I have of 5 of us. Tara at the top only knew me. I only knew Ange. It can carry on, and of course it goes far and wide, and it's certainly not about knowing lots of people. So that was just a little example there. So here with our opportunity, which is Juice Plus, there's 2 main parts to it. We of course love sharing awesome health, nutrition, and as Donna talked to you about our macro and micro nutrition earlier, the options there, and also to create beautiful communities. So to be able to allow people to dream again, for personal growth, financial freedom, and just creating this. My favourite part is creating this amazing community that we have of new friends all around the world, but mainly Australia for us at the moment, and that's just really special for me. A big part of what we always try and discover for people when they're new into the business is their why. And I think this is so important. I think anyone who's been successful in this kind of business has to suss out their why. And what that means is, why are they here, or what the hell have they said yes to this opportunity for, or how could it help? Like, what are their biggest reasons? Why are they on this planet? So I thought I'd give you my examples of some of my biggest ones, and see if it resonates with anyone out there, and to see if it can help them dream again a bit more too. So my biggest whys are definitely more fun experiences for me and my family. So I would love to be able to give my boys the chance to learn different cultures, to have more empathy, kindness, love and compassion to people all around the world. That is a huge value of mine. So if I can stress-free afford to travel my 2 little boys through their life around the world to learn those things, it would be huge that's a big part of my why. Another huge part was how I was just saying before, is creating the amazing supportive community. For me personally, this is a community of women that I'm really passionate about. That probably comes down to my personal experience of being a postnatal depression sufferer in the past and knowing how scary and alone that felt, and the fact that I know that this community, wrapping their loving, encouraging, sincere arms around each other, can really, really get rid of that. If that gets rid of it for one person of what I went through, then I'm happy. Another big part of it for me is to share and educate about the nutrition part of the business. And so this is to really educate young, starting young and educating our children on how to eat better, how to make better choices, and hopefully avoid a lot of lifestyle diseases as they get older, as they're obviously taking over our communities in a big way. So in case you are looking at this, and whoever invited you on the call tonight and want to look at this a little further, you might be sitting there going, that's all well and good and lovey-dovey, but how the hell do you make money out of this kind of thing? So hopefully you can see what I've written here. At the top there, you can see $165 is the joining fee to join our community. And the 3 ways I have there, is this the right way around, guys? Give me a thumbs up. All good. You never know. The 3 main ways that you make money out of this community, I'm just tapping off the little Zoom prompt telling me to hurry up, are retail, commission and bonuses. Oh, it's frozen for me. I'm just letting it catch up, guys. Okay, and then the next, as you can see, don't worry too much about what all these things mean. Oh, it's gone. Excuse me, guys. It's just trying to kick me out of the Zoom presentation. Hopefully that's still there. We need more time, Zoom. So as you can see, down the left-hand side are the titles. So don't worry too much what they mean. If you were interested, we would go through this at a further date. So it means virtual franchise, direct virtual franchise, senior direct virtual franchise, sales coordinator, senior sales coordinator, qualifying NMD and NMD. So the NMD is National Marketing Director, and that's the pinnacle position in the company. The next column you can see there, I'm not going to bother pointing to it because I'll drop my whiteboard. So you can see I've used the premium pack, so that's the 3 colours that Donna was taking us through earlier. I've used that as our example because so many people like to buy that as a customer. So at the top position, you make $61 of profit, of retail profit on that. So that's like having a shop, guys, with no overheads. The next one down is 75. I'm trying to read it backwards off the screen. Next one down, 95, and then 113. And why I've got these arrows down here is because when you get to sales coordinator, that's actually the top amount that you do earn. These percentages in the next column are commission, and they go up, of course, too. So starting at 0, 4, 9, and 14, and again, that's hitting the top position. Down the bottom here, we have bonuses, so 100, 400, 600, 1200, 1500, and $3,000. So this is just one of our bonus schemes. There's at least 3 I can think of right now, but that just gets all too complicated for people who are brand new looking at the opportunity. So these are the bonuses that you can get if you reach certain goals along the way. There's certainly no pressure in this business, which is lovely. You can come and go as you please or go at your own speed. They, of course, just encourage you with money incentives to go quicker if you can. But it doesn't matter if you want to take it slow, which is always nice with everyone's lives so different. So that's enough from me. I'll wrap it up there. Thank you, Neets. Oh, we can't hear you yet.
Can I unmute myself?
Yep.
Thanks everyone for their stories tonight and participating. It's always great to see your faces on here. Let's try and get some more people on next week, same time, same place, and yeah, let's try and get some more newies on here and ramp it up a bit. What do we think?